Hey! Sorry. Hey. Imran, Web Squadron. Professional expert person. Sorry I'm late, everyone, today. I was on a meeting with Vito Peleg from Atrim. We're just talking about some stuff. And yeah, some potential videos and things like that and helping them out a bit. So exciting projects. This morning has been a bit of a really weird one because I've realised there's stuff I'm adding onto my agenda or stuff I want to get done. And now I'm going, how do I fit all this stuff in? Because I've got... I want to do a video about the bricks settings. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? But I'm waiting for one of the bricks developers to get back to me with some clarity over the settings, which I hope they do soon. I need to look into Bricks Loops Builder. I need to do a post about custom post types in Elementor and Bricks. I need to work out my prizes for when we hit 10,000 subscriptions. I need to do a video on Elementor versus Bricks versus Quickly. I need to do a video on Elementor full tutorial. Another one on Elementor WooCommerce tutorial. I've got to set up the artwork and schedule a meeting with Jeffrey from Lightbox tomorrow. I've also got to sort out some Atrim stuff as well. And I was going, flipping heck. I keep adding stuff onto my schedule and then trying to work out when I'm going to fit everything in. So I hope you all liked last night's live chat with Paul Charlton. I thought it was a really honest, transparent talk. And we weren't bashing Elementor because I still love using Elementor. Please understand, I still love using Elementor. However, we had to be honest about how things need to be improved. And Carapos, I loved your roadmap. How did you do that? Did you use Canva? How did you do that roadmap? I'd love to know how you built that, Carapos. Yeah, I mean, I think... oh, sorry, you talking about breakdance, Jason? When you say beta. Hey, Worth to Worth Nation, I've got to ask you a question. Why are you always positive? Don't say by the power of God, okay? But Worth to Worth Nation, why are you so positive all the time? I love it. Hey, Brian, don't worry about the name, okay? Even I get my name wrong with typos. Hey, Dave. Hey, George. Hey, Pickstar. Hey, David Walls. So last night's live chat with Paul Charlton was... a pretty good one. I think we didn't do the chat to irritate, antagonize. We were just being honest. Now, tomorrow's live chat is going to be at 11 a.m. BST. It's going to be 1 hour early. Please understand, tomorrow's live chat is not at midday. It is 1 hour early. And the live chat won't just be me. It's going to be Jeffrey from Lightbox. You all know Jeffrey, right? Jeffrey from Lightbox. Where's the baseball cap? And we're going to be talking about what is it like for an Elementor user trying bricks. So tomorrow's talk, hey always, hey MD Nuruddin. So tomorrow's live chat will be 1 hour early, and we're going to be talking about what is it like for an Elementor user to use bricks. So he'll be on the live chat with me. It'll be 1 hour early, Docketies. It'll be 1 hour early, okay? The reason being is Jeffrey is in Thailand, Bangkok, and 11 a.m. for me is 5 p.m. for him. And if we did it too late, it starts eating into his evening time, so we want to do that. Questions? Oh, no, David. Hey, David, you can catch it on the replay, okay? Please watch the replay. Hey, Francisco, how are you? Yep, Eddie, me and Paul, we laugh a lot about how, like, every time I mention, oh, yeah, I'm really liking bricks, Carapos is probably getting very excited. I like your way of thinking, Worth to Worth Nation. You know, I love how you... I like to wake up my day and I go, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to have a great day today. That's how I like to think. And sometimes, just check this. There, does that sound better? I've just realised this was down a bit. You like to wake the day and go, I'm going to have a great day today. And if we can have that thinking in our hearts and our minds, maybe we will have a great day. Did I just contradict myself? I'm going to have a great day, but maybe we'll have a great day. So I've already added doubt and paranoia into my statement. You know, I want a great day, but maybe you won't. Okay, just check in the comments. I'm okay, Groot, VJ. I'm okay. So I have got loads of videos that I need to record and sort out. And I also need to sort out the prizes for when we eventually hit 10,000 subscriptions. Okay? Eventually hit. Hey, Sue. So when we eventually hit 10,000 subscriptions, I need to sort that out. So for anyone who didn't hear what I said earlier, don't forget to hit like, by the way, people. If you're not hitting like, I get very upset. No, don't forget tomorrow, the live chat starts 1 hour early at 11 a.m. BST because we're doing a live chat with Jeffrey from Lightbox, okay? Yes, Eddie, I'm not sure what happened there because my sound, from what I know, I mean, right now, how does my sound to you right now? How does it come across right now, my sound? Is it okay? Please do let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough. I think it's okay. Can anyone just confirm if the sound is okay now? Yeah, Carapos. In fact, that is the other one I wanted to do as well. Let me just add it to... Yeah, thank you, Carapos. You just made my list flipping bigger, dude. Just made my list. So, one of the reasons I want to redo my Elementor big tutorial video is because I did it a year ago. Yeah, it was a year ago. And the quality of the lighting, the sound a year ago wasn't great. Come on, my videos a year ago were awful, weren't they? Cheers, Ivan. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, everyone, for confirming the sound is good. But the videos I did last year are really tragic, aren't they? The quality is really dirt poor. So I really feel like I need to redo that, because the one I did about Elementor, blogs and WooCommerce, the all-in-one video, gets quite a lot of hits. And I just feel like people are going to watch it and not like it. They're going to go, oh, this is ugly, so I really need to redo them. Jason, can you email me for a moment, Jason? Can you just email me? I saw what you wrote there, but can you email me for a moment? Because I'm just having a think here for a moment. But yeah, can you email me? I do talk too much. I love talking. Do you know something? I don't think my camera quality is brilliant. And right now I'm getting reflection on my glasses because I've got my window open. There's a window about 3 meters that way. There's a window over there. And it's shining light, the sunlight onto me. So if you're getting reflection on my glasses, it's because of that. But even though I'm using my iPhone as a camera, I feel like the quality could be so much better if I had a proper DLSLR, or whatever you call them, cameras. Mirrorless camera, if I had one of them. Because the quality is very much affected by the lighting in the room. Stuff like that. Someone did mention about the sound quality last night as well. But I couldn't understand what was wrong, because as far as I could tell, everything was all right with my microphone. Yeah, so I've got quite a lot on, and I've got to sorry, I've just got to type something here. I can't type. I can't see my keyboard. There you go. I've got to start mapping out some videos and stuff. One of the things that's really affected my video rates for the last 4 weeks, right, is Doherty's. I tell you what though, Doherty's. Hey Mark, I'm a bit worried about getting a second-hand DSLR, just because there might be a problem with it. I don't know. I'm a bit like, do I really want to do that? So back to, what was I saying? I've forgotten what I was saying before that now. Yeah, my video productivity in the last 4 weeks has actually dropped. So you might go, yeah, but you got videos coming out. A lot of them were already scheduled in. Mainly because of my son being home from school. He'll be back at school in 12 days' time. And I am counting down the days. Because when he's back at school, I can crack on with putting out longer videos. It's very difficult to record a detailed video where he keeps coming in and out the room, or he slams the door, or he's going out to play with his friends, or they're playing out near the front. It gets very, very problematic. I tell you the reason, Eddie, why I'm a bit frustrated by the iPhone. So the iPhone, even though it's 4K quality, the Reincubate Camo app I use does not translate to 4K. And even if you use any other app out there, you don't get the full 4K. So at the moment, the highest resolution on my videos is 1080 when you're watching on YouTube. You cannot deny that when you go to 1440 and what is the next one, 2160 or whatever it is, there's a big leap in the quality of the videos. Hey, David. So I am just kind of pondering and wondering about the added quality of DSLR. Okay? I am kind of, I am wondering about that. Just got to try and do something which I can't work out what's not going on here. I've just noticed a problem with Bricks Builder. Can anyone... Oh, no, it is working. Sorry. I went into Bricks Builder and it was a blank page. I was like, what? But I've just refreshed it and it's okay now. It's now okay now. Cool. Right. Just check the comments here. Jason, I've just got your email. I'm going to come back to you in a moment. Paul doesn't wear glasses, though. Oh, you mean his picture frame? Yeah. The trouble is, though, if it's on a pit, like right now, you're getting a reflection on here. Can you see the reflection from the light? And the reflection here, that's from my screen. But when you get it on the glasses, like that, in fact, that one, that's annoying, isn't it? What if I just sat there talking to you all like that? In fact, I'll make it 10 times worse if I improve the brightness on my screen. Look, that is annoying, right? So I do wonder. No, hey, Pickstar, by the way, oh, Pickstar, by the way, yeah, if I'm not replying to anyone, it's because I'm kind of talking and I'm missing some of the comments come in so quick. My screen goes to the bottom and I miss the comments that are right at the top because of the size of my chat window at the moment. I've minimized it a bit, but hold on, I've just got to quickly reply to someone to let them know that we are all good. See, I agree with what Pickstar is saying. I think over time, when you get more and more used to bricks or breakdance or other stuff, you're going to start to go, hey, you know what? This is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I'm just going to quickly send a message to someone. Hold on. So Jason, check your email. Okay, check your email. And Pickstar, you're my main man, okay? I wonder what George is up to. I bet George is working right now. I know he's here and he's probably working in the background. So here's something I mentioned on the live chat yesterday, is that if most of your clients are only using Elementor, is there any point getting the bricks? And here's what I'm going to say. It's not a bad idea to have bricks and Elementor. So between clients, you can flex and jump, and you can also, as bricks improves, you're already bought into it. Lifetime price, $199. If they go to a subscription where it's $199 a year, you might not go for it. If you're now having to pay $199 a year, or even $50 a month, I don't know, you might not go for it, right? So I would say that I've got Elementor and I've got bricks. I'm in a happy place right now. I don't really have any intention of using Gutenberg. I'm going to try out breakdance, but will I really go in for it? I don't know. You know, I might get my head messed up, you know? Because when I'm using bricks, my head is still in Elemental mode. And the other day I was doing an Elemental site and my head shifted into bricks mode. It's like, oh, bugger. I can't do that because that was in bricks. So what Ivan is saying there, he's used bricks for 2 months. Not a bad thing to do. George, what are you eating? What are you eating, George? And I do want to let everyone know, okay, that if anyone writes on the chat and I don't respond, it's most likely because sometimes some of the comments come in quick succession. Sometimes words skip off the screen and I'm a bit lazy at scrolling back up. So if you ask something and I haven't answered, just ask it again, okay? Divi is a 20% sale, Eddie. I think George will tell you whether I'm going to buy the Divi product or not. So Ivan, the automatic CSS. I'm not used to that yet. I'm not used to the automatic CSS. So this is where I'm now going to sound really, really thick, okay? Is the automatic CSS a separate plugin? Or is that something that's already in bricks? So really stupid question here. Is that something that's already in bricks? Or is that a separate... am I overthinking it? So the automatic CSS, can you just clarify that a bit, Ivan? As I've seen it mentioned a few times, and I haven't got that far into using it. Just reading the comments. Decimarketer. So you watched my video. Is this about... I mean, obviously, a Decimarketer. You're talking about the bit where you tick the 2 checkboxes. I don't check them, and I don't have a problem. But other people do check them. So I would say, if you want to check them, check them. You know the default colors and fonts. If you want to check them, Decimarketer, go and check them. I don't check them, and I use hello, and I've never had a problem. Ever. Ever. And my page speed scores, fine. But if you want to tick it, go for it, Decimarketer. Go for it. I'm just quickly... The comments are coming in quick here, so I've got to quickly pick up with them. George has got a project. Pixar's mentioned Notepad++. He's talking to Worth. I'll let them carry on. George is correct. I don't hate Divi. I just don't want to use it. Francisco, WordFence is very, very well known. It's a really good plugin. But you've got all-in-one security and firewall as well. WordFence isn't the only one to use. Right. So Ivan C, the ACSS, can you just tell me, and Pixar, can you both just tell me what is really good about it? Just tell me what's really good about it before I go and get it as well. And obviously, I'll want to do a video on it. Can you just tell me what is really good about it? I mean, Kevin Geary, he's a god. He is the CSS god, right? But what is really, really good about it? I don't hate Divi. I just feel it's... I don't hate it. I just don't get excited about it. So Holland has trouble keeping everything in the right place, like different phone sizes. What do you mean by same place, though, Holland? What do you mean by the same place? Do you mean you got your text and then your text moves? So with responsiveness, you have to get used to the fact that when you go from desktop, tablet to mobile, your image that is here will now be here. Column 3 might be down here. Your button that was here might go here, because unless you play around with the width, your font size, your margin, your padding, things will shift. Is that what you mean? Heading. Right. Okay, so Decimarketer, your primary color touches your heading and other stuff. Your secondary touches other stuff as well. So is that what you mean, where you have your colors touching different fonts, global fonts? Is that what you mean? So Andrew, if I'm using SiteGround, I have to be honest, on some websites, I don't use any additional security plugin because I'm quite happy with what SiteGround do. Andreas, want to start a blog? Yes, Andreas. Look, when you do a blog, a post, you go to WordPress, you go to post. You write your post, you do your featured image, you do your excerpt. You do what you want. You just put your words in and your image and your video and your image and your words and your image. You put what you want in. Don't think hard about styling unless you want certain words to be in bold. Then you do that in your WordPress, right? You just do it as a post. Quick and easy. Quick and easy, right? Can I share a video with you that I really think you need to watch, okay, Andres? You really need to watch this video. Let me get the video for you. Then in Elementor, in your single post template, you then define how it's going to look. That is where you define the styling of it. Where does the images sit? That's where you do it. Don't waste your time doing it in... don't waste your time doing that in Elementor. Sorry, I said that wrong. Create your post in WordPress. then you create your template in Elementor. So you need to watch this video, all right? Go and watch that video, Andreas. Skip to the bits near the end. It's all time-stamped, where I talk about your post and your single post template and how we create that. Go and do that. Go and do that. Yes, a Decimarketer. I thought the video makes quite a lot of sense. It explains it, and I show you the different breakdowns of text and headers. And I go, right, change the primary color. Look what it touches. Change the secondary color. Look what it touches. So I think I've done that. So what has Eddie said? So ACS is a framework that helps to make stuff automatically responsive. Oh, okay. So Holland, if there is a 10 pixel distance from one button to another, then the distance is always 10 pixel. You just have to modify. When you get to the mobile. And look, Holland, what you got to do is you create the perfect section with your content, padding, margin, adjustments, whatever. Then you go to the mobile and you adjust it. And that section, if you keep reusing it but change the content, it remembers the fact that you did your spacing or whatever. You just got to go through it methodically. You just got to go through it methodically. Ah, got you. Okay. Cheers, Pickstar. So Pickstar's added on a bit more to what George was saying about the ACSS. I'll have a look into that. I will have a look into that. I think in yesterday's live chat and last night's live chat with Paul, we started going a bit deeper, didn't we, into the pricing with Elementor, which I think needs to be. I think they need to. I think they've. I mean, the fact that they've got this discount going for the agency package kind of shows that they know they're not getting a lot of work for it. Yeah, so Andrew, I don't always use an additional security plugin with the SiteGround sites. Hey, Mr. Gecko, don't worry, you're not late. Don't worry, you're not late. To be honest, Decimarketer, what you really want to be doing is watch the video and make a note. Write it down, make a note, stick it on a wall on a note board. Just put it somewhere. But I tend to work on the fly anyway. So even though I've said my primary color is red, I just use the color red where I want to use the color red. And I use the color orange where I want to use the color orange. I have them defined, but I don't do the whole right, primary color is this and this. I set the colors to be the colors of my color palette. And when I use them where I want to use them. Oh, is Divi Now Fast? I didn't know that. $199 for 25 sites is ridiculously high. And I think a lot of us are still feel that when they hiked it from 199 to 1,000 was a bad thing. Have you eaten? Yeah. What'd you eat?
Oh, so I went to a big Tesco and I got some snacks for free.
Ooh, what do you mean you got snacks for free?
We have my section in Tesco, so Mum buys one thing, then I get some.
Can you get me a packet of Skips? But yeah, Decimarketer, I mean, I would honestly say, yeah, don't worry about... I use the global colours just to create my colour scheme. And then when I'm working in Elementor, I go, right, for my buttons, oh, I'll use that colour. Oh, for the header, I'll use that colour. Do you know what I mean? So Don't worry about how it defaults it.
Mum's going to get her eyebrows done.
Mum's gone to get her eyebrows done.
No.
Are you going? Sorry, we're having a conversation here. Yeah, break time. He's just come back in, so now I've got to put up with the noise now. David, what are you going to drop it? Oh, you mean you're dropping it? You're not going to use Elementor. So what will you use, David? This is an interesting conversation now. David. I think I've got to try out ACSS. Now, obviously, though, I'm guessing ACSS does not work with Elementor then. Would that be correct? No, my soda stream, Jason, is running low. Like I need to go and get more bottles of it, so I've just resorted back to normal Pepsi Max. So David, can you just David Walls, if you're not using Elementor after November, what will you use? Glenn, I don't do cold emails. I'm telling you now, I don't. Because there's nothing more I hate than when I get a cold email. Hey, I'm SEO. Hey, I'm a web designer. Hey, I'm freelancer. Hey, I'm selling solar panels. Hey, I'm selling trainers. Hey, do you want to be a millionaire? I hate cold emails. You've lost me. You call me up out the blue. You send me a text. I don't want to know. Now on LinkedIn, you could possibly do that, but again, I don't do cold emails. If I know someone wants a website, then of course contact them. I know they want a website. Go for it. Put your name in the hat. But cold emails, yeah, skips. That was a bad one. Here we go. Because they melt in your mouth, you're not going to get the crunch noise. Do you know what I mean? I can just put it on my tongue and it just melts like right. Because if I had crisps, you'd get the really loud crunch noise, wouldn't you? Which no one likes. Right, just back to the questions coming through today. Oh, did he mean drop the price? No, David means dropping completely. That's how I read it. So you'll think, okay, well, David, I would probably say get used to bricks now. Don't lose Elementor if you don't know what you're doing with it. That's not a good move. So if you're going to jump to Elementor, bricks or breakdance or generate press, get used to it now. Yeah, I mean, I cold email. Who here does cold emails? Who does that? By the way, if I haven't said hi to Erling, Brian, Jack, anyone else on here, I'm really sorry. I'm a bit I'm a bit bad at keeping up to date with the comments at the minute. Dipanshu, hey, working on global settings is a must because it's a very big hassle when they want to change the font style. Yeah, I mean, I always define my global font. Always define your font. Erling, religious verses in a plugin. Are there any? Erling, which plugin are you thinking of? Have I tried Xavier? Xavier? No. What is that? Water? What is Xavier? Just reading the comments. This is not a rated 18 conversation. But when you say religion, Erling, which plugin are you talking about? Yeah, what Mark says there. You got to warm them up. Cold emails, I mean, make me mad. What do I think about Gutenberg and Generate Press? Okay. They are improving, but they're not there. Let me give it to you another way, right? You're doing a 4x4 relay, right? 4x4, 4x100 relay. You got 4 people on the team. Okay, you want to win gold. Who are you going to pick? Who are you going to pick? You got Elementor. You got Bricks. You got Divi. You got Webflow. Are you going to put Gutenberg or Generate Press on that relay? And I think, depending on the type of websites you're building, I would say no. But it does depend on the website, I think. What does Zevia soda taste like, David? David Lab? What does Zevia soda taste like? It sounds disgusting. Yeah, I mean, look, okay, like Eddie says, I get so many SEOs, right? And do you know what I do? Can I tell you now? I sometimes just email them with F off. I literally just do that. I just go, like someone today emailed me to go, you didn't reply to me because I sent you an email 2 weeks ago. They were like, I'm a web design agency from, I'm not going to mention a location. We do da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Let us know what we can do for you. I didn't reply. They came back this morning with, hello, sir. We sent you an email. Please reply. It's like, I don't have to reply to you. But I did. This time I did. With the words. Okay? And I don't care. Hey, Mia. How you doing? Right, what Pixar says probably sums it up. Cold marketing always has that weird smell. Yeah, it's like dried wee in the toilet that's not been flushed for a week. And every day you keep adding to it, but you don't flush. You keep adding to it, but you don't flush. That is what a cold email is. Okay, David, so are you rebuilding in Generate Press or Bricks? I'd love to know this because this is a great example of real-time changes, mindset and methodology. So, David, are you changing? Yeah, what are you using, David? What are you using? Because you're rebuilding them. Oh, Erling. I mean, this is quite deep, Erling, if you're going to have religious text in your plugin. I think that's a bit deep. Yeah, cold calling, like Andrew says, does have the air of desperation, doesn't it? Because when someone emails me and says, we are a really successful web design agency, we work on 100 websites a month, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you contacting me for then? You're obviously very busy. What are you contacting me for? Exactly. When you know you have your own list or you know someone is interested, then the email works well because then it's not a cold email, is it? It's a warmer email. Hey, Greg. By the way, Greg, I need to email you, okay? I need to email you. That's reminded me to email Greg. Let me just add it in. Greg. In fact, Greg, can you email me on info@websquadron.co.uk? Can you just send me an email, Greg? info@websquadron.co.uk. Jolly good. Yeah, Mia, look, I feel like you're always busy, Mia. You're a busy person, but it's lovely to just have you come in and bring some added warmth to what we're doing here. Really, David, Zevia soda is healthier. And is it quite fizzy, though? Is it quite fizzy? Right, I'm just scrolling down. Okay, building in bricks. Yep. You can smell the fear coming from the other end of the phone. Ooh, Brian. Oh yeah, of course, Pixar. You've won the lottery, but we need you to pay £10 for the marketing phone call for us to send you the money. Are you interested? Or I love it when they ring you up and they go, hey, you've won a phone. You've won an iPhone, a brand new iPhone. But the only thing you gotta do is pay £20 a month for a simple SIM card. Well, I haven't won the iPhone then, have I? Oh yeah, and you gotta pay for 4 years. So you want me to pay £240, £20 a month, which is £240 a year for 4 years. Well, that's 400. It's not even 408, is it? 480. £960. Well, it went free then, was it? Exactly, Pixar.co. Well, no, come on, get it right. It's .co.uk, all right? Look, I want to make clear I'm not leaving Elementor. Okay? I am not using Elementor. I am still an Elementorist. There are still going to be videos. I've got some hefty videos coming out for Elementor. Big ones. So big, they're going to make your ass explode. Big ones coming out, okay? But I am going to be doing more bricks videos as I learn, as I improve, and most importantly, you know how I've done videos for like column hovering effects or just different stuff? How does it look or work when I do it with bricks? So testimonial carousels, I put in a bit of code, I use a bit of short code, and Bob's your uncle or auntie or whatever. What about if I use nestable sliders? How does it work? How does it look? Is it easier? Is it more bespoke, right? So I want to kind of show off the best of both worlds. And if ever Generate Press or Gutenberg gets to a level where I go, hey, you know what? This is now really good. I will do videos on that. Breakdance, you know. The only issue I have with breakdance is what they did with Oxygen. I still have a bit of an issue with that, okay? I feel like they burnt a lot of people with the people that worked on Oxygen. Jonathan, who did a lot of the videos for them, they got burnt. And there's a part of me that feels like, do I really want to promote a company that burnt their co-workers? Do I want to go there? What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts with breakdance? What's your thoughts? Cheers, Greg. Make sure you got the .cock bit right, okay? Yeah, Peter, I can't break dance to save my life. And how are you doing, Peter? So I've ignored loads of comments up here. Really, really sorry. Philos has been using VAR for social CRM. Okay. George, not a fan of adverts. I'm not a fan of adverts. And I have to say, I don't like the one where Elementor put it. But, you know, for free, they have that red bar at the bottom. I get it, but I feel like you shoved it into everyone's face. You didn't have to do that. You know, you didn't have to make it blatant, like, oh, you to upgrade to the free. I feel like that was a bad marketing ploy. You didn't have to do that, Elementor. Take it off, all right? Take it off. So, Jason, did you see last night's live chat? I think you did. You were on it. If I was building a WooCommerce website now, I would use bricks. I would use bricks because did you see the WooCommerce video I did on bricks 2 days ago? Or was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I can't remember what day I released it now. Did you see the video on how you can rearrange when you have the products widget and you got your image and your title and quantity or variation or add to cart, you can rearrange all of that. Have you seen that? Did you see it? Just going to double check. I haven't got your email yet, Greg, for some reason, but I just want to double check why I've not got it. It hasn't come through yet. Why not? Yeah, your email's not come through yet, Greg, but I'll double check. All right. Info at, I'm just going to type it here. Make sure you got the right one. I'm sure you have. Info at web squad. I can't even type. Squadron. So tomorrow's live chat is earlier by 1 hour because tomorrow's live chat is going to be with Jeffrey from Lightbox, where we're talking about what's it like for someone who uses Elementor using bricks. What's it like? Mindset. What are you used to? How you do things. That's all coming out tomorrow, okay? Yeah, like what David says there. You know, he has a lifetime license and now all of a sudden they've just switched to something else. The thing is, though, Eddie, there's a reason I'm not talking a lot about Elementor when we do the live chats. At the moment, there isn't anything amazing coming out of Elementor for me to really showcase or talk about. We can talk about how to do stuff, how to do your blogs, WooCommerce, features, headers, footers. We can talk about that. But is there anything coming out at the moment? Yeah, take care, Mark. Hey, Fat J. Do I think they're gonna? So, do I think Elementor are gonna listen to the users? Well, I think me and Paul rocked the boat 6 weeks ago. We rocked the boat, didn't we? Let's now see what they do on the back of yesterday, because I think they need to do some improvements. I think with Elementor, because some of my videos on site tutorials and WooCommerce are about a year old, I want to update them. Like I said, better lighting, better sound, all of that. The quality matters, right, everyone? So I've got to do that. Okay, look, I think we shook them up, but I think they misinterpreted a lot of what we said. Yeah, David, my videos would become redundant. No, Eddie. None at all. By the way, if you've had issues with Elementor 3.7, log into your Elementor account and download Elementor 3.7.3. If you haven't got it already, go and get version 3.7.3 for Elementor Pro. That does fix a lot of the issues that were apparent with the Elementor 3.7. It won't fix everything, but it fixes a lot of them. Right, Darren G. Okay, Darren, what's the required module GD is not installed? Have you Googled that one? I don't know. Is that PHP or is that Oh, hold on. Peter said that. Is that for sure, Peter? I don't know. Is that PHP? Might be. Maybe, Jason. Greg, I just got your email now. Yep, just got it now, eh? Did you tell me the truth? Did you put the wrong email address in, Greg? Tell me the truth. Did you put the wrong one in? Did you actually put the word cock? Cock. Right. I think some people misinterpreted. So when me and Paul originally said there wasn't a lot of honesty or transparency coming from Elementor, I think Elemental people started saying, right, well, you know, Verdi, Ziv, people that put stuff out, we need to do something about that. We need to improve that. That is not what we meant. When we said there was lack of ownership, what we meant was when an update comes out, we don't get a proper explanation of the update. When there's a problem, we don't get anything. When they pulled Elemental 3.7 from the repository, we had radio silence. And that's... Are you kidding, Greg? Are you kidding? .co.uk. Right? So we're talking about... What we're asking for is a roadmap. What we're asking for is a developer to come on the group or release an announcement that says, we hear you. You want the Flexbox container. Here's why it's not the final version. Here is why. Here's what we're doing about it. You want the mega menu. We ain't got it yet, but we're sorting it out and it should be 2 months, 3 months. Let us know. That is what we want. What we don't need is someone who's not the developer saying it, because that's not fair. Verdi works his arse off for Elementor. Verdi does so much for them. You know this is true. But he shouldn't be responsible for development issues or whatever. Because he's like a spokesperson, right? But he's on our side. Let me tell you now, don't anyone here ever say anything bad about Verdi. You're in trouble. Verdi, Ziv, the moderators, Suzanne Hope, Nicola Zine, Nigel Hankel, all of these people who give up their free time, a lot of them, to help and work, right? He was on the stream, he was on it, Carapos. He was on it, Roy. Roy was on it. Roy Eal, I think his surname, Roy Eal. So what we're saying is, we need the real people. We need the real people. Look, I used to design information systems for GPs and hospitals in Leicestershire. I didn't send my manager or someone else in the team to go speak to the GPs to explain where we're at or what we're doing, because they're just paraphrasing what I do. And the GP might say, well, what about X? And they're going to go, oh, we'll get back to you. No, I went to the goddamn meetings. I'm the one on stage. I'm the one talking about, yep, this, yep, that. We got to do this. This is where we're at. Here's the sprint. Here's the strategy. You want this. Okay, you want to do something about patients going into accident and emergency. Right. This is what we're going to do about it. Brainstorm solution. That is what we need. And Carapos in the Web Squadron Facebook group, go and join it if you're not there already. Where's the roadmap? That is what we need. That is what we said 6 weeks ago. It's what we kind of said last night again. That is what we need. A bit of more transparency and honesty. Do you know something, Greg? That is so true. And I really feel sorry for Verdi. I feel like me and Paul, we did feel a little bit bad that after that chat, we felt that Verdi got a lot of the grief. And we weren't happy about that because that was not our intention, right? Ben Pines was good. Verdi is good. But even then, even when Ben was here, again, still, Ben's not the developer. Now, what did you think about my solution to why we don't have Flexbox Container? And I was making an assumption, but it's a very good assumption. I'm not going to tell you how I know that. The reason why we don't have Flexbox Container is because they're all waiting for the third-party add-ons to be ready as well. But the third-party add-on is not going to be ready until they have the final version. Does that make sense? right? Elementor, alpha version, third party, we're not going to release until you're ready. Yeah, but we can't do it until we have the final version. But we're not going to do the final version until you're ready. Sort it out, people. And that's why Elementor need to do the brute force tactic that I talked about last night. Brute force. Right. In 6 weeks, we're releasing the final version. If you're not ready, right? If you're not ready for the final version or whatever, we will then, when we release it, put a note out to say, do not use if you have happy add-ons, exclusive add-ons, unlimited add-ons, the add-on, subtraction, multiplication add-on. Don't use any of them because they're not ready. And you have to wait for them to say, we're now ready. That is what needs to happen. Brute force. Don't keep waiting. You know, it's like you're building a house. You know. Actually, no, in a house you would have to wait for people to do their bits. That's a bad analogy. But you could still get on with it, couldn't you? You could still get on with things. Take care, David. Absolutely, Peter. Yeah, but I do feel sorry. I do think, right, that if any of them are watching right now, I want to say that I respect what the elemental moderators have to deal with and work with on a daily basis. Because I am sure behind the scenes, a lot of them are flipping annoyed by the 3.7 issue. Flexbox container we don't have. This, that. And they have to handle it in a professional manner. And you got to give your hat off to them, right? Verdi, all of them. Can you imagine what it must have been like for the Elementor moderators when we had version 3 and we had the global color font fiasco where everything just went corrupt and kaput? Can you imagine what they had to deal with on a daily basis? No, not yet, Andrew. He did mention he might give me something, but I haven't asked for it yet. Right. I'm going to come back to you, Fat J. Let me just quickly check an issue here. Read the questions. See, Greg, if they take Elementor away from WordPress, I said it last night, I will be pissed off. I will be pissed off to the max if they do that. Because I use WordPress. And when I was deciding on my solutions, it had to work with WordPress. And if they move away from WordPress, I'll be a bit pissed off. To be honest though, Doherty, some of the updates from Elementor have broken my websites, and my websites don't have any add-ons. No Elementor add-on, but it broke it. It actually broke one last night with the forms, and I was like, what? What? It broke it. So Fat J, Elementor Flexbox container is alpha. Alpha will go to beta. Beta then goes to final. So you at the minute, if you're using it on a live website, there could be an update which completely screws up what you've got. So if you're on a production site, I would be careful. If you're on a production site, I would be careful. Well, Andrew, if you want to send it over, it's info@websquadron.co.uk. I have to be honest, I'm not rushing out to use quickly yet, but I would like to have a look at it. info@websquadron.co.uk. So yeah, it was literally the elemental form. So now when you hit submit, it doesn't submit. It just it doesn't even do anything. It just like refreshes the page. And I was like, what? Eddie, let me tell you something, Eddie. I have a funny feeling that they might. And here's why. You can be very restrictive over the plugins, number one. Number two, you completely control the infrastructure now. And you can even start charging per website per month. I have a bad feeling that they are considering it. A very bad feeling. Do you know what I mean? And I don't get how you could even handle the fallout from that. It would be the undoing of Elementor, because a lot of people, if they did that, no one will forgive them. No one will forgive them if they do that. And that is why, did anybody like the point I made last night about 2022? What have Elementor done in 2022? Tell me something good they did in 2022. Don't say Flexbox, because we're not on the final version. Tell me something good in any of the updates in 2022 that was good. Tell me one thing. In 2021, we had good updates. We had cart checkout. There was other stuff. We had good stuff. 2020, we had good stuff. In this year, so far, on the 18th of August, what have we had? That was a good update. That made you feel like Elementor was evolving, improving. Tell me one thing they did. No, I'm going to actually say an Elementor Cloud now wasn't a good thing. I actually think now, I promoted it a lot, but you won't see me promoting it now. I don't have a good feeling about it. The problems with it. The fact that you still don't have email provision. The fact that you still don't have staging site. You still can't access your file manager. You know, it's... Exactly, George. And that is why I have moved to having bricks as my backup in my back pocket. Because I don't want to get burnt. I don't want to get burnt and go, oh my God, what do I use now? What do I use now? It's a bit like, let me tell you, there were a couple of plugins that were really good for converting to WebP. I think it was images to WebP. That was a wicked plugin. I mean, overnight, they shut it down. I was like, what? But luckily, I had bulkresizePhotos.com. I think Elementor Cloud was a distraction. I think you're absolutely right, Brian. I think you're spot on there. I think they put too much attention into that and they let things slip. I even think the community hub was a bad idea as well. Because the community hub, we had it for about 4, 5, 6, 7 months and then we dropped that as well. Again, distraction. It didn't add anything to Elementor, did it? It meant now you had 2 places to ask questions and it was a lot of effort to keep up to date with everything. What I would say, Andrew, is go and watch the video I did. You know, it's about an hour long. Grab a glass of wine or cider or whatever you want and just go for it. I mean, look, I still like Elementor. I still love using Elementor. I will be continuing to use Elementor, but I cannot ignore, but I've got to have a backup and I've got to keep my options open. Oh, Yoni. Yoni, I can't remember the surname now. But no, Mia, I hope you're not... Do not contact Yoni, okay? Hey, Catherine. By the way, Catherine, I think it was... do you know what? I completely forgot about the 2FA bit when you log into Elementor.com. I heard about it, but I hadn't had to use it yet. So it's good of you to remind everyone in yesterday's video. So, Stacey, why did I pick bricks over Divi? Mainly because Divi has been around and they're improving. Elementor's been around and they're whatever they are. Bricks and Breakdance are coming on the scene, and they know what Divi can do and what Elementor can do, but they also know what people want. What is the cost of a Divi license? George, what's the cost of a Divi license? George, what's the cost of a Divi license? Bricks, $199 lifetime. So I am an Elementorist. I'm still going to be building with Elementor. However, in my back pocket, I want to keep bricks there, just in case things go south. I'm going to close the live chat down in 6 minutes, by the way. So, Catherine, sorry you've just come in, but you got 6 minutes. Don't forget to click like, everyone, if you're watching. We love our likes, okay? Please don't forget to click like. Okay, so it's not too bad then. 199 or 279 US dollars, or 199 even. But I mean, George, you're gonna be the one in the know. If you were mentoring a classroom full of web designers, right? If you were mentoring them, would you tell them to invest in Divi or in bricks? Where would you go? Where would you go? Yeah, don't forget to ask your questions or topics if you want to ask. I've just got a lot of stuff I've got to sort out, okay? A lot of stuff. By the way, Andrew, if you're still on here, I've just got your email as well. Cheers, mate. I haven't read it yet. Cheers, Andrew. So, George, if you were making a choice right now with telling your students what to use, forget Elemental, right? You had Divi and bricks. What would you go for? What I would say is ignore the fact that you're a Divi user, because I can tell you now, and this might shock a bit of people. If I had to tell anyone brand new what to use, I would tell them to use bricks. And that is saying a lot. I would say bricks because there's more you can do with it. I don't care about half of the things that Elementor gives me. I just need the core stuff to get on with the site. If you're building a WooCommerce website, bricks is good. And it's a theme. It's not even a plugin. Everything else, I might stick with Elementor. But for all we know, what if bricks dies? What if next year bricks is like this? Do you know what I mean? And I think at the moment that is the slightly annoying thing for me. You know, on your mobile phone, you're going to have apps on your phone that you've probably had since 2007, 2010, whatever. There are going to be apps on your phone that you had back then. Some of them are premium, some of them are free, and they're still there and they're still working. The trouble with a lot of page builders is the minute they go out of fashion or the minute they're not getting much support, they just die. And I get why. Yeah, please do, Andrew. Please do that. Because there's no investment to support it. But how annoying is it for some people out there that might have 500 websites built with Elementor? And then all of a sudden you go, nah, I don't want to use it now. Even bricks. What if you build 50 websites with bricks? And then next year, bricks goes, sorry, hands up, we made a mistake, we're out of here. Look at Oxygen. Who here uses Oxygen? How many websites you got with Oxygen? It's going to have reduced support, and eventually they'll stop supporting it. I can tell you now, they'll stop. What happens then? You got like 100 websites. Now, Mel, if Gutenberg up their game, if the add-ons like Quickly and Generate Press and all of this stuff are good at what they do, that is probably one some of us might consider as a safer bet. But even then, you might use Gutenberg and use Quickly. What if Quickly shuts shop? Again, you're stuffed, aren't you? You're kind of stuffed either way. Right? You start to get stuffed. Yeah, good answers, George, by the way. I'm reading what you're saying. Now then, one worry I do have about bricks, George, and you're right, is the two devs, they need to get more devs in. They've got to get more devs in, because there is something about there's something worrying about just having two devs, I think. To be honest, Andrew, if there was a plugin to convert, that I would love it, but I can't see it happening. How much would I pay for a plugin that automatically converts Elementor and Divi sites to bricks? If there was a plugin that automatically did that, Andrew, I would pay $199 lifetime, one-off, right, for a plugin. If it did that, I would pay up to $199. So anyone out there want to go and create a plugin that actually does that, and it does it properly, I will go for it. Right, I'm going to shut off now. Okay, I'm going to shut off, everyone. I do need to go. Yeah, oh, sure, got you, George. But you could help him out. You could help him out, George. All right, look, everyone, please click like if you haven't already. I'm going to shoot off now. I've got stuff to do. Tomorrow's live chat is 1 hour early, 11 a.m. I'll put a reminder in the Facebook group and onto YouTube. It's going to be with Jeffrey from Lightbox, and we're talking about Elementor and bricks. Right, okay, look, take care, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye.